Woohoo! All right, y'all ready to do this? Oh, it's just me. All right, everybody, welcome to the next episode of the Everyday Joe Show. I'm your host, the Travis Reed. You might have heard of me before. And right now you're hearing rain, and you've heard of me. All right, guys, here we are, episode 388, Studio 11, Han Solo, Part 2. Part 2. Tooth has left me to my own devices again. I did not send him on assignment. He took this upon himself that he just decided to go to the daggum beach. He's off tomorrow. The poor guy's worked 10 days in a row at our real job. And so he scheduled where he's off tomorrow. So he's off tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. They're going to go visit a friend, and then they're going to head on down to the beach for a day. So good on him. He needs the relaxation, the rest. Not having me in his ear all day long at work. Still going to be mad at him. Still not happy about it. But, hey, what can you do? It is what it is. But that's all right. We got some stuff to talk about. Football is back, baby. I said it last week, but it was kind of like halfway back. Now it's all the way back. High school's going. College is going. Pro started up Thursday night, Cowboys and Eagles. Man, it's an exciting time of the year. It means fall's right around the corner. You can get your pumpkin spices. You can get the fall-scented candles out. Happy for everyone who enjoys those things. I give or take on that. Don't care about the pumpkin spice. I like pumpkin pie, so I guess that counts, but you got to have a ton of Cool Whip with it. So, excited about that. Coffee pot game was last Friday night, or Saturday night. No, Friday night. I can't remember. I don't even know what day it is today. Coffee County didn't get it done. Tullahoma came away with the coffee pot, the 100th coffee pot game held here in Coffee County, where we record, right down the road from where we record our show. We got out of town because where you pull out of our neighborhood, you run into that traffic. And if you need to go get a roll of toilet paper or some toothpaste or Dukalax or something like that, you're done. Like, you ain't getting out for a little bit, hun. And then when it lets out, you might as well stay at the crib too. So we got out of town. We went to Dollywood. We watched a little football up there. Watched part of the Tennessee game. I watched more of the UCLA game, and I watched Nico poo-poo the bed. That was fun, and I mean fun. I don't want him to get hurt. I don't wish for his demise, but I hope he absolutely sucks this year. And boy, did he suck. It was great. I enjoyed every minute of that daggum game. Made me smile. Bama didn't get it done either, going against an unranked Florida State team. Of course, the Alabama fans, you guys are some of the most passionate. Sometimes to your detriment. Sometimes it gets on our nerves. But you guys love your football. I'll give you that. And y'all are fed up with old DeBoer already. Like, y'all are done. Paul Feinbaum, he said, bring Saban back. Right, meow. He's done. It looked pretty bad. I will say I got to watch quite a bit of that game, and it just, y'all are outclassed, outcoached, outplayed. Didn't win the line of scrimmage. None of those cliche things. You didn't do any of them. You showed up, and that was just about it. You know, you'd warm ups on your cell phones doing your drills. Guys, Saban would have lost his marbles. Bear Bryant probably would have choked you on the spot. If you want to get better, it's those little things. Like Kirby Smart, I saw a little video of him the other day. Told the dude tuck your shirt tail in. It's just practice, tuck your shirt tail in. It's those little bitty details, those little things. And he's right. It is those little things like that. And it showed. Bama, they fell from number 8 down to 21, because they're one ahead. Tennessee jumped up 2 spots. They beat the Orange of Syracuse. It was a battle of the Oranges there. That kind of played out how I thought. I figured Tennessee would get the victory. Guys showed up, played. Aguilar looked good, I thought. I think there's room for improvement for sure. Running game looked solid. Defense, that first drive, I didn't care for that. Made me a little nervous, if you will. I didn't care for that. But anyhow, like I said, we got out of town. We went to Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge area. Went down to the Peddler. If you've never been to the Peddler Steakhouse, go right now. Just get in your car and go. Actually, make a reservation first, then go, because you usually got to have a reservation. Well, they cut that steak right there in front of your face, and you can tell them however big you want it. They're going to do it for you. They have a tremendous salad bar, although I don't do salads. Didn't know if you could tell or not. But they have a tremendous salad bar, and the waitress asked me, sir, would you like the salad bar? I said, no, ma'am, I'm here on business. I had business with the steak, not what the steak ate. We're eating that. I did have a couple rolls, and I devoured that steak. Mine was a 16-ounce. Megan got a 14. Wore that bad boy out, cleaned my plate like a good boy. We had a decadent homemade ice cream cake for dessert. We shared it. We split it. Didn't even finish it all. We didn't want to. No, that's a lie. I finished it all. It was so good. Homemade whipped cream. So good. So we ate really well up there. I will say that. Sorry, I had to get parched here. I didn't do what am I drinking? I'm drinking a 0 sugar Pepsi. I got it from a Mexican restaurant up there in Murfreesboro. They actually had Mexican pizza. Had a chorizo pizza. That was complete fire. But trying to get in a restaurant that night, we ate late every single evening like a bunch of idiots. Went to this place called Taco Ranch because they served alcohol and they had tacos till 12:30 in the morning. I said, that's us. And it was within walking distance of our hotel, which, again, that was us. These tacos weren't your normal taco variety. I had one that was a jazzed up peanut butter and jelly cheeseburger in a taco. Yeah. When I had my food truck, I had a peanut butter and jelly burger. It's called the Nolan, after Nolan Season, our good buddy. This thing had like jalapenos in it and some kind of peanut butter, some kind of reduction. Whew! Boy, that thing was good. They had one that had some pulled pork on it, some kind of lemongrass or sassafras or some kind of green stuff on top. It was fire. Had a bunch of like almonds and pumpkin seeds. Had a baby, and it was these little things. I'm not sure what it was, but it was fire, complete fire. Megan had one that had like a green corn tortilla shell, had a bunch of rice in it and some scrimps, a bunch of tahini on it. Fire, complete fire. We tried to get in to the Margaritaville just to eat at the bar. Well, us and 8,000 other people. We sit down at the bar, didn't get any service. We weren't mad about it. So just, we weren't pitching a fit. But this one group of like 12 descend upon the bar, and they're all ordering drinks. We're like, yeah, we're not getting served here tonight. This ain't happening. But hey, they were going to have a good time, and I hope they did. Wasn't even mad about it. Like, man, hey, you go have your fun. We'll go elsewhere. So that's how we end up at the Taco Ranch. Had some good beers, some margs, espresso martini action going on. Beautiful time of year to go up to Pigeon Forge. It did get hot. It did get hot during the day. Was very comfortable in the evening. Just shorts and T-shirt type of weather. Didn't need a shawl on at night. Went up to Gatlinburg on Sunday. Tooted around the city. Looked at. We just ate because we ate at a pancake house. You have to. And Megan and I were talking about how different it hits when you eat pancakes in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge or Sevierville. It goes hand in hand. Pancakes in that area of the state, you have to have a pancake or you'll probably get arrested. I seen people in there that were on keto and all kinds of other diets, and they were eating pancakes. If Tom Brady went up there and he's a keto junkie, he would probably eat pancakes. They'd probably kick him out. They wouldn't probably ever let him in. But I digress. We had a wonderful time. Good drive up, good drive down. Traffic wasn't horrible. Wasn't great either. A few hot rods up there, a couple sweet cars. Did some shopping. We did 17 shots of moonshine. A little moonshine tasting. They were the baby ones though, the little tiny ones. It was still 17, and it was still good. So we had a big old time. Got to watch some college football. Gearing up for the NFL season. It is my favorite time of the year. I love NFL football. I do love college, but I like NFL a lot better. And now you can't say, well, college, they play for the passion. They don't play for the money. Ha ha! They do now, don't they, boy? Yeah, they do. Give me another excuse why you think college football is better than NFL. With that weak sauce. I mean, you're probably the type of people that like Nico because he crapped the bed. Love to see it. Love to see it. Watch a little bit of the race on Sunday, Darlington, Sunday evening. Ended up watching it really late and I fell asleep. It was exciting. I was just dadgum tired. I had to go to bed. Went to Hulk Hogan's wrestling shop. I got me a shirt, neat shirt. Walked in, first shirt I saw. Hulk Hogan's wrestling shop, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. It's got Hulk Hogan right here on the front. It's got the Mouth of the South. Yeah, baby. Jimmy Hart from Memphis, Tennessee. Keep on dancing. Check that song out. He was in a group called the Gentrys, and they had that. And you got Dolly Parton standing there with like a ring girl. And I was like, that's me. I'll have it. I'll have it because I'm going to go to Dollywood tomorrow. And I worked to Dollywood, and I got more compliments on this shirt. One guy's like, hey, brother, I like your shirt. I said, well, let me tell you something, dude. And then we just started, just cutting promos on each other. But everybody liked the shirt. Kids are loving the shirt. Adults loving the shirt. Security guards loving the shirt. The workers are loving the shirt. So you get a chance, go out there and check out Hulk Hogan's Wrestling Shop if you're a wrestling fan. If you're not a wrestling fan, I realized my good buddy Levon Moran, he got me a Hulk Hogan autographed bandana for my 40th birthday. Just a couple of years ago, wasn't that long ago. That thing is now selling for $450. Yes, $450. Pretty daggum slick if you ask me. So if I ever get in a bind, I know what I can do. I probably won't be able to find it because that's the case now. But I do have it somewhere. So, good time. Went up there, went to the Autographs Plus, saw a bunch of autographs and cards I'll never be able to afford. That was pretty neat. Went to the Nike clearance store. Megan got a pair of Air Max boots, like Gore-Tex rubber boots. Those two aren't the same thing, but close. $14.95 plus tax. What do you think about that? That was pretty slick. I didn't find anything. I found some Jordan, the Luka 5s, or Luka 4s. The color's outlandish, which is me. I love outlandish colors on shoes, but there was nowhere I was going to wear them. I mean, nowhere. I had nothing to match it, and I'm like, nope, just not going to do it. Not happening. So I didn't do it. But we had a grand old time this weekend. We're getting choring done early on Saturday morning and plopping down and watching college football on Saturday. We're getting choring in church done early on Sunday, and we're plopping down and watching NFL football. Monday night, we're going to watch the Monday night game. It's going to be just a daggum good weekend of football. So y'all enjoy. Y'all can listen to Alabama games right here on 93.9 The Duck on Saturdays. Post-game shows on Mondays. So I'll consume all of your Crimson Tide action right here on 93.9 The Duck. Y'all check that out. And we're going to take a break. We come back. We got some more Dollywood. I just about caught a charge at Dollywood on Saturday. I'll explain after the break. A little bit later, I got a Facebook ad question for you guys. And then we'll have Lunchtime Theater, Music of the Week. Then I'm going to trash talk Roger Waters for about 5 to 7 minutes because he deserves it. And I may do it after that one. I don't know. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on 93.9 The Duck. All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on 93.9 The Duck, episode 388. That's me, the Travis Reed, and that's all that's in here because I don't have any friends anymore. I'm just kidding. Tooth abandoned me, left me to my own devices. He's going to the beach for the weekend. As I said earlier, well-deserved. He's worked 10 days in a row. Boy's tired. He's ready to chill out for a little bit, so congratulations to him. Hope him and his beautiful bride have a wonderful time at the beach. He'll be back with us again next week. Also, I told you in the first before the first break there that we went to Dollywood, went to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg over the weekend. Here in the next couple weeks, we'll have a special guest. Time permitting, her schedule permitting. We'll have one Heidi Parton joining us on the show via Zoom. That is Dolly Parton's niece. She has her own show there at Dollywood. We ran into her after her show, and just got to shoot the breeze with her. Got a CD from her, got it autographed, and asked her, "Hey, shot in the dark. Hey, we got a little radio show here in southern Middle Tennessee. What do you think about coming on?" She's like, "Hey, holler at me. I'm in." Holler at her. She said, "Yep." So her and Megan set up a date, and she'll be joining us via Zoom in a couple of weeks. We're fired up about that to get somebody of the Parton family on the show. I can't believe it. Maybe she can give Dolly a shout out. And how you always have those 6 degrees of separations of people. We're like 2 removed from Kevin Bacon already, so now we'll be close to Dolly too. That's big time. That's big time right there. We're pretty much be signing autographs the week after for free. Tooth will charge. He's like that though. So, as I was saying, I almost caught a charge at Dollywood. So we're doing the thing. We were sans kids. We were kid free. Decided, hey, let's go up here, just a little getaway, see what's happening. Let's go to Dollywood without kids. That way we can do some of the exhibits and look at stuff, not having to ride rides and waiting for them to ride rides and everything like that. Let's be selfish and do it ourselves. And we didn't ride a single ride. We did, however, get 2 big old loaves of that cinnamon bread, and I never had it because I only been to Dollywood just my 3rd time. The first time was in like 1988. The thing opened like 86. So I don't remember if I got cinnamon bread or if they even had invented cinnamon bread by then. I don't know. And I went again the second time 2 years ago with Megan and the kids. So didn't ride any rides at the end. Just walked around and held things. So got that cinnamon bread, and that stuff is worth the price of admission. Like, I would literally pay the extra for the premier parking, which is the absolute way to go. It's an extra $55. Don't care. I'll borrow somebody just to do it. I'll owe you later. Don't worry about it. You'll get your money. But, yeah, absolutely. I am preferred parking all the way. I would pay preferred parking, ticket to get in Dollywood, go grab 2 loaves of cinnamon bread, and come back out. Not even looking at another thing. Hands down, that stuff is fire. So we're walking around to the exhibits that we don't normally get to check out while we're there with the kids. We checked out the tour bus, which was really, really neat. Back in when she first bought it in early 90s, 91, 92, 93, it was $750,000. So she had it customized to her liking, what she wanted, different leather, an extra bed, mirrors, and ended up being final cost was $1.3 million. Super nice bus. So we checked it out, and that was neat. I mean, it was very, very neat. So then we went to the Dolly Experience. Now, the last time we went, her tour bus usually sat there, but they had moved it, and they're working on the Dolly Experience. So you walk in this building, No food or drinks. Understand that. They got like it's like a Dolly museum, really. Like we need like there's not a bunch of those, but this one had like the legit stuff. All the Dolly stuff, dresses and their coat of many colors and lyrics and video and pictures. And as one room had pictures of like Dolly and David Bowie and Dolly and Kenny Rogers, Dolly and Whitney Houston, Dolly and the Bee Gees. I'm like, man, this is neat. Like everybody loves Dolly, which we already knew that to begin with, and they should. They should. And I'm not a Dolly super fan. I do respect Dolly. I love Dolly. But Megan is the Dolly super fan. She loves her some Dolly Parton, as there does most of America. And I won't even go there. So we're in there. We're like the second room in. And it's pretty, a lot of people, they let about 5, 6 in at a time, just to kind of stagger it out. So this group of folks come in behind me, and excuse me, they're talking, and they're asking each other questions and just, hey, look at this, isn't that cool, blah, blah, blah. So this lady is behind, I don't know, 5 feet behind me, and she's talking, and she looked to have been, I don't know, late 20s, early 30s, and she said something about Nashville and something about here, blah, blah, and she had the audacity to look at somebody in her party. And she says, and I quote, "Where's she from?" Hun, I snapped my head around, about knocked the metal out of my neck that I got. And I stared at her, and Megan goes, Travis, calm down. Because, Bubba, I was about to light her up. You hear me? You drove into, now it gets depend on where you drove in, but if you drove in from the west, you passed through a town that she was born in, Seville. There are signs all over the place. Birthplace of Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton this, Dolly Parton that. Every other billboard has something about Dolly, whether it be official or not. There's something about Dolly on everything. There's a carpet place called Little Dolly's Carpets. Okay? How do you not know that Dolly Parton is from that area? You know what I mean? Seriously. You are in a place called Dollywood. This is a theme park that's about Dolly Parton. Okay? And then the lady said something about Nashville, and then the guy with her was like, that's where they record the music. She's from here. And I'm like, man, you were way too nice. And he was kind of short with it. I'm like, no, you were way too nice. You should have dressed her down. Where is Dolly from? That's like going, who did Magic Johnson play for? Who did Michael Jordan play for? Come on. Who did Babe Ruth play for? Even if you're not a sports fan, even if you're not a daggum Dolly Parton fan, you must be because you're at Dollywood. You would know she's from that area. Like, I could not believe, and it bothered me all day long. About every 10 minutes, I'd just go, where's she from? Like, you have got to be kidding me. How do you not know where Dolly Parton is from when every time you pass a sign, Dolly Parton was born here, Dolly Parton born here? Come on, man. Get with it, hon. It was about this side of ridiculous, is what it was. And I hope she had a bad day. I mean, come on. And like I said, I'm not the biggest Dolly Parton fan, but I've known Dolly Parton was from Tennessee, was from Sevierville, Tennessee, since I was a children. And I'm not that much older than that lady. I don't think. I didn't ask her how old she was. That's rude. But my goodness, how? I don't get it. Megan didn't get it either, but she told me to calm down. I just could not calm down. And I'm still kind of, look, my hat's on back. I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Where's Dolly Parton from? Lady, there's other things I could say. I'm not calling you bad names, but I ain't going to do that. But good Lord, sweetheart. She's the reason why Bless Your Heart is a saying. She is the poster child for Bless Your Heart. Speaking of poster child, go to Dollywood by yourself, sans your kids, just go with your significant other. If that's not a reason to get spayed or neutered as an adult, I don't know what is. That is the epitome of having safe sex right there. Oh my God. If I acted like some of them children, my mama would beat me half to death, maybe all the way to death. I don't know. I'm not going to ask her. But my goodness, it was, hun, it was something else. It wasn't as bad as the lady not knowing where Dolly Parton was from. I'll tell you that right daggum now. But it was still pretty bad. But cinnamon bread made up for it. That stuff, complete fire, had some icing, homemade bread. When you walk in the room to get the bread, the little kitchen area, they're actively making the bread right then. Like it's not prepackaged. They're making it right there, unless they're tricking everybody. They said they can make 220 some odd loaves an hour. They got one oven. That's a lot of loaves of bread an hour, hon. Like, it was impressive, and it smelled so good. It tasted so good. Oh, hon. And we went and ate it. Oh, Granny Lola's ham and beans or something. It was pretty good. The cornbread was good and sweet. Good sweet cornbread. Beans were good. Ham was good. A little different than, burger fries and, regular theme park junk food. It was pretty spectacular, I'll say. But that lady did not know where Dolly Parton was from. Can't get over it. I don't understand. It makes no good sense to me or anybody else hearing this message. Like, it just, how can you not know? That's like saying, what city is the Tennessee Balls in? When you're on your way, if you're coming from the west, on the way, you pass through Knoxville. This is University of Tennessee country. This is where the Vols play. Yada yada. Be like driving through Tuscaloosa, seeing Alabama stuff. Where's Alabama play at? You idiot. Where do you think they play at? Right here, because every other sign has it on there. Just like Dolly Parton. I flabbergasted. I mean, absolutely flabbergasted. And she was younger. This generation, that generation, whatever she's in, y'all are cooked. I mean, cooked. If you are that unaware of your surroundings to not know that Dolly Parton is from that area, you're smoked, baby. I mean, put you on a pit boss, put some pellets in, you're smoked. Put some mesquite wood in there. That's a flavor to you, but you still gonna be smoked. Be like a cool non-filter. Smoked. It literally irritates the dog crap out of me. Where is she from? And I can still hear her saying, just so stupid, like, where's she from? You know where she's from. Shut your mouth. I know people say there's no dumb questions. That was a dumb question. That's probably the dumbest question I've ever heard in my entire life. Ever. Unless somebody, is in the living room. Hey, where you keep your milk at? Well, we keep it in the sunroom. We'll keep it in the refrigerator. That's a pretty dumb question, too, if we're getting at, splitting hairs here. But I think asking where Dolly Parton's from is a dumber question than where you keep your milk at. I'm glad I'm not having a drink right now. I'd have to guzzle one. I mean, I'm going to take a drink of this Pepsi. Got me in my feels, it does. I don't like it. Where's Dolly Parton from? But we didn't see any bears. All good. We just seen an idiot didn't know where Dolly Parton's from. So good time. And guys, like I said, right now, man, good time to go up there. Leaves aren't changing just yet. There's some that were falling. In the next couple of weeks, it'll start getting that way, and it's very beautiful up there this time of year. They're about to start putting the pumpkins out at Dollywood, and that's a treat right there. That's really cool when they put all them pumpkins out there. It's like a great pumpkin patch. So y'all go check it out. And speaking of pumpkin patches, we're going to go to pumpkin patches here soon, aren't we? Huh? Yeah, we're going. Yeah, we're going. All the pumpkin spice everything. So y'all be happy. Y'all be happy. All right, take no break. We come back. I got some. Been seeing these Facebook ads, and I don't mean to poo-poo on some of them, but it's not all of them. Some of them I enjoy. Some of them I'm just like, why do you keep saying that? We'll have our Common John update. We got Lunchtime Theater, music of the week. We'll have a little Travis talk. And Roger Waters, watch out, baby girl. I'm coming after you today. Yeah. This ain't gonna be no rose-colored glasses segment of Travis talk. No, sir. You're cooked, baby. You're just like that generation of that lady that don't know where Dolly Parton's from. You cooked. Then we'll find out what I learned, and I hope it's a lot. It's probably not because I'm in here by myself. Just all by myself. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on 93.9 The Duck. All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on 93.9 The Duck, episode 388. It's me, the Travis Reed, Han Solo, part 2. Tooth going to the beach right after work. Hate. He deserves it. I'll say he deserves it. Proud of him. And his fridge went out the other night. He's had a bad week. He's had to work a bunch. Fridge went out. Had to work beside me all day. Put up with Greg Jones all day. But it happens. So, well-deserved. And he just come back from vacation, so why is it well-deserved? I mean, he only worked a week, and now he's back on vacation. I need to talk to somebody about this. I need to talk to HR. So, guys, scrolling through Facebook, like most of us do, just, brain-rottingly do, just looking at stuff. And you see all these ads, and, man, I'm getting all kinds of. I was looking at one in this church I follow on Facebook. It was not on my feed. It was on someone else's, and it had the name of their church and their little post, and underneath it had like a Adam and Eve, like the dirty toy store. It had like their advertisement right under it. I'm like, does anybody like? Is there QA on this? Like, we're just gonna put that under a church? Like, I'm sure a church would not be happy with their. And it was a sponsored. Both ads were sponsored. So, and I was like, we probably need to change that. So, there's other Facebook ads. There's tons of life coaches out there. We had one pretty much, with Brad Lee a couple years ago. Super smart guy, got a great training program. If you're into sales, he's it. He's the coup de grace. He has a great message. I don't tire of his messages on Facebook or his posts or anything. Love them all. But I saw one, and I've seen this one several times from different guys, and it's like, hey, guys, quit looking at ChatGPT all the time. Just disappear for a month and do this. Or you're like, okay, why? Then you'll be scrolling through reels, and it's like, what has that fake guy's voice? Want to come back a new man? Then do this. Try disappearing for a month. Like, why you want me to disappear too? Like, this is getting kind of rude, in my opinion. So then, like, I don't know, 2-3 hours later, you get back on the Book of Face there, and you're scrolling again. Want to come back a winter? Disappear for a month, see what happens. All right, well, why do all y'all want us to disappear? What's the score here? Like, what? You don't want us to come back? Are you trying to traffic us? You tired of our crap? I mean, I'm tired of our crap. I'm tired of my own crap. I was tired of my crap last week. I'm tired of my crap again this week. Well, why are you trying to tell us to disappear? Excuse me. I think it's kind of rude. I think they're trying to just get rid of the competition. To be completely honest with you. They're like, yeah, you get out of here, then I can get some of my posts on here. People pay attention to my junk. Heck with yours. Why do they tell you that? I mean, has anybody ever tried to disappear for a month and then come back and say, I'm mysterious and you're the smartest guy in the room? No. Everybody's going, hey, man, where you been? We thought you was mad at us. I could say disappear from social media for a month and come back with this, and it. They going to forget you, man. They going to forget who you are. Hey, well, what do you... I think they're just trying to drive out the competition. Hey, we'll get all these people to give us $27.95, and all we're going to tell them, hey, disappear for a month, but do all this other dumb crap while you're gone. and then come back. So your algorithm is screwed. And then you're not competition anymore. I think that's what it is. That or it's a secret trafficking scheme. They trying to get us. That's what they ain't gonna traffic me. I'm too heavy and I talk too much. They'll put me back. Tell me shut my mouth, quit eating so much. Because I'll tell you, I'd cost the money and some food if you try to traffic me. You're just better off not to. So heed that warning. Do with that warning what you will. If you don't, hey, that's your fault. But yeah, I'm getting tired of seeing that. Go away for a month, and this is what'll happen to you. You'll be the most interesting guy in the room. No, you're not. Nobody's gonna know who you are. But like, hey, man, who's that? Like, I didn't go to Common John for a while, and some of the people you used to talk to didn't even talk to me. Like, oh, I didn't recognize you. You're here? Yeah, man, I'm here. I've been being here. I wasn't, but still, though. Come on. Don't be telling people to daggum disappear for a month. Like, what are you doing? It's fairly rude. You're supposed to be helping people, not getting rid of people. You know, I mean, bold strategy, give you that. Proud of you for it, but it ain't gonna work on everybody. You know, and while on the subject of these Facebook ads, man, now I'm gonna chill with that AI stuff. Some of it's so bad. Like, it's embarrassingly bad. Like, you really think that was good? Like, you really think people believe that? You know, I had somebody at work showing me this thing of CM Punk today about AJ Lee coming back, and his mouth wasn't moving with the words he was saying. Like, that ain't – no, quit making bad AI videos. And the whole if you want to do this, you learn Tai Chi. You know, I'm 57, look at me. But that wasn't real. Come on, man. Come on. Knock it off. And then the whole disappear. You know who should disappear is that lady from the first segment who didn't know where Dolly Parton was from. She just go on somewhere. I mean, don't kill her, but just go away for a month or two. And you know what? She'll be the one to win that stupid big old Mega Millions lottery. I guarantee. Watch her. Don't know where Dolly Parton's from. She'll be a billionaire overnight. Boy, if it does, I'll tell you what, I'm going to write a strongly worded letter to my representatives in all capital letters. And they going to hear from me. I bet she does win. What do you think? I bet she daggum does. Boy. Wouldn't that be a story, though? I'm like, yeah, I know her. She's an idiot. Maybe she'll loan me some money. And then I could teach her where Dolly Parton's from. Won't take me just a minute. And I could win some money or get some money off of her. Wouldn't win anything. She'd win. I think that's a good idea. I think it's a great idea. But what say you about these Facebook ads? Which ones get on your nerves the most? You know, because there's tons out there. And that's, I preface this by saying there are some that are really good. Some of them, you know, got into my algorithm. We were talking about it last week with me eating fruit for breakfast. I've done it for about a week straight. I tell a little bit of difference. Feel fine. Feel good. Not groggy or cloudy. And if I could just fix the rest of the day of my diet, I'd probably be a lot healthier. But baby steps, baby. Baby steps. But yeah, I learned that from Jesse Itzler, however you pronounce his last name, on Instagram. He's one of those coaches. Him and Gary Vee. You know, I like a lot of Gary Vee's content. I don't agree with everything both of them say, and I don't have to, but I still listen to what they say. I don't dislike them. I don't hate them. I still listen to them. You know, if I don't like what they say or I disagree, I just go on. I'll get somebody else's. It's fine. I'll text Brad, hey, man, what's my advice? And then he won't answer, so I'll never know because I don't have his number. But, yeah, what Facebook ads just really, really get on your nerves? Or just ads in general. Could be on Instagram, Twitter. These Twitter ads, I tell you what's getting on my nerves. It'll show you in the caption, it'll say like a baseball highlight or football highlight. So you look right below it, and there's the video. You're like, oh, there it is, and then it's a daggum commercial. You can skip it in about 5 seconds, but still, I don't have that much time. I'm busy scrolling to the next because I have to see what it says. I don't have 5 seconds of patience. I don't have 5 seconds of your time. My time is valuable. My 5 seconds is worth more. Sometimes I will watch it, though. I'm not going to lie. I will do that. But those kind of like, I'm getting more used to it when it first happened. I'm like, oh, my Twitter's broke. What happened? They'll start shaking the screen. Nothing happened. Whatever. But yeah, what ads get on your nerves? It could be TV. It could be social media. What say you? And don't say the Everyday Joe Show promo that airs on 93.9 The Duck. Don't say that, or I'll call you. Is what I'll do. I'll tell Josh and Holly that you hurt my feelings, and then they'll do something with you. That's what they'll do. You don't believe me? Just hide and watch. Try it. See what happens. Just see what happens. Don't do that, please. I'm sensitive. But yeah, those ads are just, man, they are wearing me daggum smooth, man. Just, goodness. Why? Why? But it's okay. Hopefully me saying this out loud won't generate more of those into my algorithm. You ever notice you do that? You'll say something about baby food, and then like a day later or less, you got baby food ads on your algorithm. It's hilarious. It's kind of scary, to be honest with you. Like, I don't really care for that. But it is funny sometimes. Because some of the words you say will actually come up. You're like, oh, it really is listening to me. And I really feel sorry for the FBI agent assigned to my phone. I apologize. It's kind of boring nowadays. It's pictures of parts, pictures of part numbers at work, pictures of shoes and ball carts. So, hope you're into those things, sir or ma'am. If you're not, I apologize. There's nothing I can do about it, and I'm not going to stop. So, you're the one that picked that job, not me. That's all your fault. Sorry, I'm not more exciting. But, hey, that's on you. You picked it. I'll put a recommendation to get you switched and just get nobody on me. It'll be fine. It'll be perfectly fine. Ain't no big deal. Ain't no big deal at all. We got it. You know what we got to do? We got to get a music of the week from Tooth because he's at the beach. We got to get that going, or I'll be in trouble. He'll get mad next week. He may fire me. Maybe he'll do this show by himself. He won't. He won't do it. I don't think he will, at least. But he might. You never know. We'll give it a shot. So, yeah, don't disappear like the Facebook ads tell you to. I think that's horrible, horrible, horrible advice coming from me. I know a lot. I know where Dolly Parton's from. So I am smarter than one person in the world. Poor lady. I hope she hears this. She won't. She won't know how to turn it on. Goodness gracious. Just like the other day, I won't name names, Landon. Kid I ran into the other day didn't even know who Hulk Hogan was. Like, bruh, I know you're 17. I know he hasn't wrestled a match since you've been alive. I know you don't watch wrestling, but you still got to know who Hulk Hogan is. Kind of like you got to know who Michael Jackson is, Elvis Presley, Dolly Parton, and know where Dolly Parton's from. Like, dude, get a grip. Do something. Do something productive. Don't listen to the Facebook ads. Don't disappear for a month. Anyway, so y'all let us know in the comments what your least favorite ads are. And would you disappear for a month to become back a more mysterious person? It's a trap. It's a trick. Don't fall into it. Please do not. All right, guys, take another break. When we come back, we got a Common John update. Beer Fest is upon us, and it's getting upon us pretty dang rapidly. I mean, with the quickness. So y'all need to get your tickets. Get on out. It's going to be a heck of a good time out there at Common John Brewing Company. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on 93.9 The Duck. All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on 93.9 The Duck, episode 388. It's me, the Travis Reed, all by myself. Left to my own advices again this week by Tooth. He headed on down to the beach, having a good old time with his beautiful bride, Miss Kim. Hope they're having a large time. It's now time for Common John update, guys. That Beer Fest date is approaching quickly. That's August. September the 20th. Get your tickets now, going fast. If you've never been, don't know what's wrong with you, but you need to go. Crafts, vendors, you'll have all kinds of breweries set up, home brews, food trucks, music, and then the family reunion that night, more music, more food, more beer. It's quite the ride. I'm telling you, worth the price of admission. Go check them out. That is the last beer fest on earth, possibly, maybe. Make sure you're prepared. That is September the 20th. Now, the night before, you get a guided tasting with Elisa Henley. Those tickets are on sale right now at Common John online, and there'll be some at the door if there are any available. You'll get a significant amount of whiskey pours. You get a little bit of the stories behind them. And the great thing is Elisa is from Manchester. I went to high school with her. She was a grade ahead of Bull, myself, and Eli. Sweet lady. Her parents are salt of the earth. My mother was a teacher in 7th grade. She is very knowledgeable. We've had her on the show before. I encourage you to go back and watch that show on the YouTube. It'll be there. So y'all need to, if you're a bourbon fan, get out there and check it out. So that's the 20th, the day before the Brew Fest. Get your tickets right now. College football and Common John beer equal the perfect game plan. Miss Angela Haggard and old David Mitchell got a new video up about college football and Common John beer. Watch parties, they got cans or growlers to go if you want to take. If you're going to a college football party, stop by Common John and get your needs there. They got it. Because I've done it. I've taken beers to parties from Common John Brewing Company. And I've also brought them home and been stingy and drank them for myself. Because that's just the type of guy I am. Because their beer's really good. So you should do it. You really need to. Common John, perfect place to watch the game. They'll have the sound popped out outside. All the TVs in the brewery will have games on them. Sometimes they'll let you change the channel. Now, they're not going to change it for everybody, but they'll put the marquee games on. I know they had Texas and Ohio State going the other day because Dave Mitchell is a big Texas fan. Hook 'em horns down. They did fall short against Ohio State. Arch Manning did not look like the second coming of Peyton or Eli. But that's okay. It's young. He's young. It'll be fine. He'll be good. I still hope he loses because he's in the SEC, and so is my favorite team, so I hope he loses. Sorry. Not sorry. But no better place to watch a game in town than Common John Brewing Company. Craft brews, great food, great company, great people. Y'all go check it out. And I will say tonight, right now, you can't get tickets to this thing because it's already sold out. The Creekers with Job Fortner completely sold out. Like they won't even let me show up. That was tonight. That thing sold out when we first announced it here on this show. Tooth and I both were like, it was a ticket event. I'm like, yeah, this is going to sell out. There's no doubt it'll sell out. Now, this is Common John, their first sold-out concert featuring artists playing their original music. Now, they've had cover bands sell out like the Queen, the Freebird, Rubik's Groove. They had those sell out. This is a first sellout of an artist playing original music. That's big time, man. That just goes to show you the music lovers that we have here in our community, the southern Middle Tennessee area. Because all these folks just ain't from Manchester. They're coming from Tullahoma, Winchester, Shelbyville, all over. Murfreesboro, Nashville, Chattanooga. I've seen it. I've talked to the people. Not everybody at Common John is from Manchester or Tullahoma. They come from all over. So everyone is welcome. Blue collar, white collar, no collar. Just show up. Show up and have a good time. So, man, this is giant news that an original artist is selling out Common John Brewing Company, and you can pack some folks in that place. And by George, they're going to. As many as they can get in there under the fire marshal rules. So congratulations to Common John selling at that concert. Congratulations to Joe Fortner and the Creekers selling it out. Wish I could be there, but I didn't get a ticket, and they won't let me come. They won't let any guy to come if you don't have a ticket, so it's not like I'm special. So awesome news. Could happen to some better folks there. Cheers to them. Hope it's many more sold-out concerts because it needs to be. It's a great place for live music. So hope you're there checking it out. If not, then listen to us or listen to me because there's no us tonight. Just me by myself. It is. I will say this, but on the music thing, and tie into us being in Pigeon Forge over the weekend. So we saw a little bluegrassy type band playing at the Island, and they were playing some covers, and they were good. They were good. But I feel like us being here because of the music venues we have. We have Common John, we got Granddad's, we got Beans Creek. You got the ones in Tullahoma, Daddy Billy's. They draw some amazing acts. Blokes draw some good people. All the marinas down there, they attract a lot of talented musicians, and I've been to all of them to watch said talented musicians play. And I feel like we get spoiled because up there, those folks are really good. They've been doing it, making a living out of it for 6 years. But I would, and it's no knock to them, but I would put up any of the people I've seen at Common John or Granddad's or Beans Creek or Daddy Billy's, anywhere, up against those guys. That's just how good we have it in this area with music right now. For the past, I don't know what you say, 6, 7 years, it got better than the previous 6 or 7. Now, when I was a child, there was a lot of great bands around here, and I was not privy to get to listen to them. I heard stories. I know some of the people that were in them. And all the war stories and how great it was. Makes me a little bit jealous. But right now, man, the musical boom that's in this area is just, I think it's second to none. I've been to downtown Nashville, and not even on Broadway. Some of the clubs off of Broadway where you get your better singers. I honestly think we've had better down here, and we've had some just as good. We've had work. There's been work. Don't get me wrong. These are all talented people. I'm not dogging anybody. I'm just saying, like, this is the hotbed right around here. They make this little loop. You got guys like Sammy Cadan, our good buddy from Mississippi. He makes a trek through here every 6 months or so. That's huge. That's great. You got a guy come from Mississippi, come over here to play. That's gigantic, man. And I just feel like the talent we have, and it just marries so well with the vibe and the beer and the food at Common John. It just works. It's just one of those unexplainable things where everything hits just right, where you're like, hey, man, this is a perfect night. You can go when they have music, more times than not, you're going to be like, man, couldn't get much better than that night right there. The beer was good, the service was good, the food was good, the music was good, the vibe was good. Everything. So, we say it every week, if you haven't been to go watch a show at Common John, if you haven't been to Common John to play Singo every Wednesday night, what are you waiting for? If you hadn't gone to karaoke on Thursday night with DJ Shane, Back Porch Productions, what are you waiting for? If you haven't seen live music or did a wine tasting or drink, had some whiskey and had a pizza, had the Great Balls of Fire sandwich at Common John, what are you waiting for? Like, it's right there. Don't give me an excuse where there's nothing to do. Okay, you don't drink. Okay, there's a lot of people that go to Common John that don't drink. If you don't want to be around alcohol, I understand that. But if you don't drink and you don't care about that, dude, that's where to go. There's always something going on, and you will not be disappointed. I don't see how. And I don't see how, I've never heard of that place, and you live in this area. Come on, man. My next question is like, where Dolly Parton's from? That'd be my next question. Because if you don't know that, and you probably don't know about this place, you're cooked. You're cooked. So, man, go check those guys out. We love them to death. Great friends of ours. Craft brew. The majority of the beer is brewed right here in this town, right here in Coffee County. That to me, that's getting up there because, like, when I go on vacation, I think a lot of us go on vacation and we see a bottle of Jack Daniels, and we're like, man, that's made literally right down the road from my house. And it is. And that's to me, that's something to hang your hat on. It's like, hey, man, right there, Jack Daniels is 25 minutes from my house, my front door. I can get Jack Daniels. That's where all this is made, the world-famous Jack Daniels. George Dickel, it's right down the road. Beans Creek is right there. They make some of the most fantabulous wine. And those Creekside Tales are, you got to get one of them. They are so good. But it's literally right across the interstate from my house. It's right there. And that's made right here. And they have such a great atmosphere over there. Common John got a great atmosphere. Granddad's, Daddy Billy's, the marinas. We just got the hotbed down here. And to me, the hottest of them all is Common John Brewing Company. Go check them out, man. I'm quite frankly, I'm tired of telling you. All right, I'm tired of asking. I'm gonna start telling you. Go. Just go. You will not be disappointed. So like I said, guys, Wednesday, Singo free-to-play musical bingo. Thursday night karaoke with DJ Shane and Back Porch Productions. Friday and Saturday night, you got music, you got wine, you got whiskey, you got some good food. Sundays, you just grill and chill, baby. Just chilling out there. Just having a good old time, drink some beer, winding down. I know a guy that the radio station knows very well. Him and his wife at the radio station knows very well. That's their Sunday fun day. That's when they go wind down. These guys stay busy all week long, sun up to sundown, sometimes way after sundown, sometimes way before sun up. And that's their relaxing day. They go to Common John and just have a few beers. They don't get all boogered up. They just get a couple beers and just sit there and decompress. That's what it's relaxing. So y'all go check them out. 210 Woodbury Highway right here in Manchester, Tennessee. Common John Brewing Company. On the web at commonjohnbc.com. All right, guys, take a break here. When we come back, we got Lunchtime Theater. We got Music of the Week. Tooth just phoned it in from the beach. We'll see what he's talking about. Then a little bit of Travis talk. You getting it, Roger Waters. You don't know what I'm talking about, y'all look it up. Somebody's going to fire this boy up right here, hun. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on 93.9 The Duck. We're going to listen to, well, I said I was. Listen to his Music of the Week so we can figure out what it is. Can't spell. We're checking it out together. How about that, too? Oh, I got to turn my volumes up. It's called breathing the same air. Cool album cover. Why is it not playing? Anyway. Of course, now it does. All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on 93.9 The Duck, episode 388. That's me by myself, the Travis Reed, in here talking to myself twice in 3 weeks. It's really weird, but I guess I'll just get used to it. Want to be fine. Time for Lunchtime Theater, guys. I tell you what, it's just been football right here. It's been football. This weekend's going to be football. I'm working on the Dallas Cowboys documentary on Netflix still. I've had a busy couple weeks. I've not even raced. I've even done my iRacing, my Gran Turismo in almost 2 weeks. I've been busy. But, yeah, we're just doing football. It's football season. We're going to consume all the football we can. Now, apparently ESPN has now owns Red Zone, much to the chagrin of a lot of folks in the football world. And they announced that it's going to have commercials in it. which is going to suck. But they're like, oh, we're not going to put it when they're scoring. You don't know when it's going to score. That's the point of having red zone. Because there are no commercials. You don't know when a score is going to happen. We're going to replay the score. We can do that by watching Fox and CBS. Come on, man. ESPN is getting greedy. Knock it off. Knock it off. But, yeah, we're watching football. We're watching all the fantasy the fantasy shows. Poor Megan didn't have her lineup set until about 4 hours before game time on Thursday. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? And she has a Cowboys player in her, CD Lamb, in her lineup. I'm like, baby girl, we're gonna have to do better than that now. It's we can't be having that. We gotta do it. So yeah, football, and I have been watching, still almost done with it. Something called The Chosen, on Amazon Prime. Story of Jesus, going through the whole thing. I don't know much about it, so I started watching it. Now I know a little bit about it. Not a whole lot, but still very interesting. Been watching that. But yeah, we're doing straight football on watching the TV. It's just football. We're getting after it. We're excited. We're going to consume all the live football we can. We're going to go to some high school games. We're going to go to some college games. Greg Jones going to the game this weekend up there in Knoxville. His first time going to watch the Vols playing ETSU. So we're doing all football, baby. All football. Excited about it. So I hope y'all are too. Hope you're excited. I hope your teams are doing well. Unless they're another team in the SEC, I hope you lose every game. I'll say that a bunch this season. I say it a bunch every season. I mean every word of it. My apologies. And I hope it's Ohio State, Michigan. I hope they lose too. Once again, my apologies. Not really. I hope you hope the same for me. That's just all is fair in love and war and football. It is what it is. So Tooth, he's fixing to be watching some football too, because his bride's big UT Vol fan, big Cincinnati Bengals fan. So he'll be watching some football. Don't get it twisted. He thinks he's gonna get out of it, but he ain't. He's become quite the sporter, and we're very proud of him for it. Did a good job. So that's Lunchtime Theater. Football, just football. That's what we're doing. Fired up about it. Music of the week. Tooth has sent us a song called Breathing the Same Air by Petey USA. The album cover, or the song cover, I don't know if it's the album or not, it looks like Keanu Reeves sitting next to some kind of alien bison of some sort in a bar. Looks pretty interesting. The song, the little part I heard of it, sounded pretty, he likes to say groovy a lot. It's pretty groovy. It's a toe tapper. Once again, Tooth, his songs, they're it's a broad range. His first love was a little heavier music, but you really won't find any on his list. The Toothpicks, the music of the week on Spotify. You just go to Spotify, you type in the Everyday, bam, comes right up. Or you go to the web, you type in www.everydayjoeshow.com, look over to your left, scroll just a hair, and right there at Toothpicks, you click on that, takes you straight to Spotify. If you heart the list, if you like the list, you follow the list. Every week when he uploads a song, boom, you're the first to know it. You know it before I do, because I have my notifications turned off. I do get notified. But you'll know about it. It comes right there on your phone, and then you can see what Tooth has picked for your listening pleasure for the week. You know, that's kind of his love letter to you. Hey, guys, thinking about y'all. Here's a song. What do you think? I think it's kind of sweet myself. Tooth is a sweet man, and he'll do that from time to time. He'll be sweet. He tries to give me a kiss on the cheek, and that's a little too sweet sometimes. I'll let him do it every now and then just to appease him. He usually stops when he's done. That type of thing. But he loves doing the music of the week. He likes sharing music with other folk. And I tell you what, if you ever see him out in public, just strike up a conversation about music with him, man. You'll be there all night. So you might not want to. But what it tickles him to death. He loves talking about music. Absolutely love it. And his knowledge of so many different genres is impressive. I know a lot about music, and they'll get talking at work, and I have no idea what they're even talking about. I had to call Bradley to get them to explain what they just said. What words were coming out of your mouth right then? I don't know. So, there it is. Music of the week is PDUSA, Breathing the Same Air. It's on Spotify right now. It's very second. Y'all go check it out. All right, guys, take another break. We come back. We got some Travis talk. I'm fixing to unload on one Roger Waters. I got to pull up what he said because he's dumb. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on 93.9 The Duck. All right, guys, welcome back to Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on 93.9 The Duck, episode 388. It's me, the Travis Reed, all alone, sans tooth, sans everybody else because they quit. I'm just running everybody off in here is what I'm doing. I don't smell. I showered a couple weeks ago, probably, or give or take. So I'm not that ripe yet, but it is what it is. So, another time for Travis talk. Roger Waters, apparently disgruntled lead singer of Pink Floyd. I am not a Pink Floyd fan myself. They did have some good guitar parts to their music. My daughter loves it. We actually went and saw Roger Waters in concert a couple years ago. She had an absolute blast. I thought it was kind of neat. I'm just not a big Floyd fan, never have been. Just wasn't my bag, baby. So him being English, I guess somebody interviewed him, and he had some scathing things to say about one Ozzy Osbourne. If you're from this part of the country, you don't talk bad about our Ozzy Osbourne. Just don't happen. You don't talk bad about Skynyrd, the Eagles, or Ozzy, or Hank Jr. You'll get a talking to is what you'll get. That's us. It's what we do. Okay, so apparently. Roger Waters wanted to complain about pop culture's ability to distract from important political issues. When he decided to zero in on Ozzy. Why, I don't know, but he is. Let me get back to what he said. So he wanted the pop culture ability to distract important political issues when he zeroed in on Osbourne, who just had passed away a couple weeks earlier. He said, and I quote, "How can we push this to one side? I know how to do it. We'll do it with Taylor Swift or Bubblegum or Kim Kardashian's bum," he said on the Independent Inc. Or Ozzy Osbourne, who just died, bless him, in his whatever state that he was in his whole life. We'll never know. Although he was all over the TV for hundreds of years with his idiocracy and nonsense. The music, I have no idea. I couldn't give a. I don't care about Black Sabbath. I never did. Well, Jack Osbourne had seen this, and he said, "Hey, Roger Waters," and he added him on X. You. How pathetic and out of touch you become. The only way you seem to get attention these days is by vomiting out in the press. My father always thought you were not a good person. Different word, but I'm changing it to that. Thanks for proving him right. Now, I thought it was ironic when I went to the concert how Roger Waters was down with the establishment, down with this, down with that, yet he's charging $100 for a hoodie. $150 for tickets, cheap seats. He's worth like $500 million. He's 106 years old. Then he wants to start talking about Ozzy like that? Like, dude, it's Ozzy Osbourne, man. Like, he's your countryman. And England is not that big of a country. I figured you would stick up for him. Like you got, some of the guys in pop who loved Black Sabbath. Well, I mean, these guys, they were a little harder than we were, but we looked up to them because they were from, a town or a village 30 miles from me, so it kind of gave me hope and this, that, and the other. And Roger Waters just went act like he's all high and mighty. Hey, baby girl, you ain't all high and mighty. You ain't nothing without Gilmore or Sid. I'm sorry. It's not the same. And you can't go on a tirade, especially talk about a dude who just died. And it was a beloved figure. Whether you liked his music or not, you need to learn sometimes to keep your mouth shut. I've learned it in my 46 years of being on, almost 47. God, I'm old. I'm going to be Roger Waters one day, just poor. I've learned that sometimes it's just better to keep your mouth shut. What you're going to talk, you have just alienated, I would say, almost half of your audience, what's left of them, who haven't already checked out on your hind end because of what you said about a guy who can't defend himself because he's not here anymore. And such a beloved figure, an icon of England, of the world, of the entire world. It's Ozzy Osbourne. Yes, Ozzy had issues. You did too, Roger. You did too. Just nobody cared to ask you if you were okay because nobody cared. That's the only difference. Sounds like you mad because they cared about Ozzy and didn't care about you. So that's on you, bro. That just showed how butthurt you really are about somebody being more popular than you, because as popular as Pink Floyd is, they're popular. You were popular because of Pink Floyd. Ozzy was popular because of Ozzy. Let's be real. All right, you don't transcend Pink Floyd at all. None of your singles in your solo career is a pimple on Ozzy Osbourne's hind end with the hits he put out after he left Black Sabbath. That's spade a spade, Roger. Spade a spade. And before you start running your mouth about Ozzy and you need to think about what you're saying about his loved ones, his wife, his daughters, his son, his grandchildren. And you just want to spat off at the mouth? You think because you're old that Jack Osbourne won't see you out somewhere and pop you right in that big old nose of yours? Son, he'll lay you out. I mean, flat lay you out. You ain't part of the keyboard warrior generation, huh? Because they'll find you and they'll hit you in the mouth. And you deserve it. I mean, you don't talk about Ozzy Osbourne like that. You just don't. I'm sorry. Eagles, Skinner, Hank Jr., Ozzy. Let's see who else we can put on the list from Elvis. You don't talk smack about Elvis. And now, I'm telling you what, one thing right now, you must start running their mouth about Snoop Dogg, you're going to have a heck to pay. And obviously, I don't have to say her name, but Dolly Parton, although that one lady don't know where she's from. You don't talk stuff about it. I can't, I couldn't, I saw something about it, and I'm like, okay, it's just taken out of context, whatever. So I finally read it today, and I'm like, you have got to be absolutely kidding me. That Roger Waters, from England, one of the biggest bands from England, is going to talk smack about another guy from England who had such great success. Sounds like a little bit of jealousy, Raj. I understand your shortcomings. You got some shortcomings. And see, the messed up thing is I read it in the same article, Ozzy liked Pink Floyd. Ozzy didn't hate on Pink Floyd. He didn't care for Roger Waters. I just learned that, but I don't think it's publicly. But he still had respect for Pink Floyd. And you're going to go out there and trash him like that? Hope it burns when you pee. Hope it does. I don't get the hate. I don't get the hate. Especially if the band's not here. That's the time you just keep your mouth shut. Because you knew dadgum good and well everybody was going to read it, And if you got to say stuff like that just to be relevant, then you probably need to go ahead and retire, Raj. Probably need to go ahead and retire. Somebody like me, I can say some crazy stuff. Nobody's going to hear it, so it doesn't matter. But I still got a little bit. You know, you're becoming irrelevant. I'm not relevant to begin with, so I can say whatever. But you're becoming irrelevant, and that's how you're going to hang on. That's pretty pathetic, bro. Pretty pathetic. So you go right ahead. If my daughter ever wants to go to another Roger Waters concert, I ain't going. Not just because of what you said about Ozzy, because of what you said about a person who just passed away. Pretty crappy, brother. Pretty crappy. You know what I mean? It's free speech, you know? I mean, I don't know if it is where you live anymore, but it is here, and I get that. But there's still going to be repercussions of what you say sometimes. You know what I mean? You're not – I disagree with you on what you say. And I choose not to spend any more money on you, and that's my right. Just like it's your right to say that about Ozzy. It's wrong. You know it's dang dead wrong. But I digress. It is what it is. Whew. Anybody got a Linsaprile blood pressure pill I can take right quick? Roger got mine all up. Between him and that lady that don't know where Dolly Parton's from, hun, I'm fired up right now. I got to calm down, hun. Whew. All right. Now that that's over, we're going to take another break. I don't know. We're going to make something up right quick. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Cotton John Brewing Company here on 93.9 The Duck. All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on 93.9 The Duck, episode 388. It's me, the Travis Reed, only one here, having a daggum good time by myself, all alone, talking to myself. It's really weird. I don't talk to myself that often. I mean, I will, but I don't, and I am. So, yeah, just hanging out in the old Studio 11, out here by myself. Just got done chastising Roger Waters for being a moron, just vomiting stuff out of his mouth without thinking about what he's saying. And then still mad at the lady that didn't know where Dolly Parton was from. Got tired of her. Tired of her crap. I'm tired of my crap. Tired of her crap. Done. Do you mean done? Ridiculous. So, as I said, 8,495 times this show. We went to Gatlinburg last weekend. What's some of your favorite things to do, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge area? I haven't been there that many times, relatively speaking. I think maybe 5 altogether. Been to Dollywood 3, but been to Pigeon Forge, been to the Rod Run a couple times. Family trips when I was younger. And then, family trip a couple years ago, and then just the adult trip last weekend. What's some of your favorite things to do down there that somebody had been that I just do the same things? You know what I mean? Rod Run, you really can't get out and do much because there's so many daggum cars. You're just stuck. If it's not walking distance, you ain't going, hun. It ain't happening. But me being a car guy, I love cars. I like, I'll plop my little hind end down on the side of the street, got a cooler beside me, watch these cars roll up and down the street all night long. Have a blast. Absolute blast. We went to the Alcatraz Museum, Alcatraz East. Pretty neat. Some of the things were kind of disturbing, I will say. But it's still neat nonetheless. Was one time we just rode through the national park, and then we took some back roads. This is before GPS. Really didn't know where in the world we were going, but we drove, and we ended up finding our way back after. We didn't really get lost, so to speak. Had a good time just cruising those back roads, man. I thought it was pretty neat. You see a side of Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge that you don't normally see because everything's contained to the strip, which is the touristy things, and that's what they're there for. I get that. But it's so fun and just a different perspective to ride those back roads to see what you normally don't see. I had a great time doing that. The once or twice I've done that. National Park is always cool, seeing the sights, just seeing the wilderness, seeing what God created back there. And my grandmother on my dad's side, she went up there one year back in the 60s maybe and got bit by a bear. She survived it, but my grandma Artie got bit by a daggum bear in Gatlinburg. I mean, that's a story to tell, and survived. She's a tough woman. She was a dang tough woman. I didn't get close to a bear this time. It's no bear zone where I go because that one I hurt several years ago. Um, but let's see, the food is one thing. Like we went to Mellow Mushroom, which I like Mellow Mushroom. It's fine. It was just kind of the only thing open at the time, and I don't like going to places that I have here to eat. You know, I say all the time we go on vacation. I don't want to eat Arby's. I don't want to eat McDonald's there because I eat them here, and it's fine. I did my list a couple weeks ago. McDonald's, #1 fast food chain on Mount Rushmore. That's it. Love Arby's. But when I go on vacation, I want to eat at a mom and pop place or a regional place that you can't really get back here within an hour drive or so. Like a Golden Corral up there would almost be on the cusp of, yeah, I got that down there, but I don't. So, especially the breakfast spots, you got to do mom and pop. Unless it just gets to a point where you're hitting the road and going home, grab Hardee's and go. Understand that's happened. But man, breakfast spots you're staying, you got to go to those pancake houses, man. Like I said earlier, they just hit different up there. We had breakfast at the hotel a couple times. I kept running out of the pork belly that I really wanted, and it just didn't hit right. It was fine. It tasted good, but it just didn't hit right. So I definitely love hitting the pancake houses. I like hitting the few steak like the Peddler up in Gatlinburg. You know, there's another one that they own as well. I like going there because it's different. You can't get that here. Now there are some good steaks down here. Don't get me wrong, but just that you can't get that here. We got one open at Manchester, Benninger Schwartz, I think it is, just opened the other day. Man, fired up to go to that one. Like I'm ready to go. There'll be a live report for me when I go. They got tomahawks and they got big old fat ribeyes. I'm in. Now they may cost me my game check, but that's fine. I'm gonna spend it because it looked fantastic. I heard nothing but great things about it. So maybe that's my Peddler option, Peddler Central instead of Peddler East. There, we don't know. But I like going up there, and I like walking around Gatlinburg. I hadn't done that since I was a kid. Went to the old Gatlinburg Mall. Walked around some of the little bitty shops, the candy shops. I think that's real neat. And they got these little side street, little villages. That was really cool. Because I forgot those places existed because it's been so long. I think that's really neat. And I like going off the beaten path. It's touristy, but it's not the tourist trap. You know, because you go up there and you ask them about a restaurant or a little place where you can do this, do that. And the locals tell you, hey, this is a tourist trap. That's a tourist trap. This is a touristy place, but it's not a trap. This place is good. Been here for years. Blah, blah, blah. So that's what I like is the touristy things that I can't do here, I can't eat here, but I don't want it to be a trap, just like mass-produced junk. You know what I mean? I want to go off the beaten path, see what we got. You know, I want to go into a place that they make their own moccasins or they make their own knives, they make their own candles, they make their own candy. I want to go in there. Yeah, all the tourists are going, but I'm going to go in there because they're making it themselves. You know, that's to me, that's the cool stuff. Because I've always, I was like, oh, Gatlinburg, it's just right. Why you want Gatlinburg? Let's go to the beach. Let's go here. Let's go there. I'll tell you what, man, I had a good time. That's probably the best time I've had in Gatlinburg. Well, the past two, I would say. So yeah, I'm down. I'm down to go again, for sure. So yeah, let me know in the comments what some of y'all favorite things are to do in the old Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge area. Maybe next time we go up there, because the thing of going up fall break when they change all the pumpkins at the Dollywood and all the leaves start changing, they're going up there for a couple days, see what's happening, see what they got to offer us. So y'all let us know, man. We're going to take another break. We come back, we'll wrap this bad boy up, figure out what I've learned, if anything, probably nothing. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on 93.9 The Duck. All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on 93.9 The Duck episode. That's 388 by my calculations. 12 more, baby. We hitting 400. It's me, the Travis Reed, all by myself, lonesome, talking to myself. Hope nobody's listening because they're going to be, listening outside my studio. Hope y'all are listening at home or in your cars because it'd be bad if nobody's listening right now. It'd be embarrassing. But hey, it is what it is. It's time to find out what I've learned. I've learned that 2 out of 3 weeks I can do this by myself, which is really weird because I was always too scared to do it by myself. Still better when two's here, though, right? I think so. He adds that certain antagonistic quality sometimes where he gets on me. And deservedly so. I do deserve it. He's sick of my crap. I'm sick of my crap. I'm still sick of that lady's crap at Dollywood. Didn't know where Dolly's from. You ain't heard the last from me, lady. You have not heard the last from me. Guarantee you that, hunt. So I did learn that. I learned that I can't let things go. Like if you don't know where Dolly Parton's from, I cannot let that go. I apologize. It's my fault. I'm sorry. I truly am. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm built different. I'm shorter. I'm squattier than most folk. I'm sorry. I apologize. I learned that Tooth took 2 vacations in a matter of 2 weeks. I need to get on that schedule. Need to get on that pay plan to be able to afford that. There's some things going to be done about this. I will say that. This will not stand, man. It will not. We're going to find out what's going on of why he gets all the daggone vacations and I don't get any. I about had it. I promise you. I've also learned that Facebook ads will tell you to disappear, and we don't want you to disappear. We don't. We need you here. Unless you're the lady don't know where Dolly Parton's from. Just you can disappear and come back. We'll allow you that. So there's that. Also learned that it's better to get your tickets at Common John for the Beer Fest. You better get them. They're getting quick. And the night before, you got the guided whiskey tasting, Lisa Henley. Y'all better check her out. So I learned a lot of things. I've shocked myself. Completely shocked myself. Sorry we didn't get to any of your calls. I know the switchboard over here was lighting up. And what? Okay, got it. Yeah, they had a bunch of calls and they dropped. So our apologies. We couldn't get to them. Sorry. Had a good time hanging out with you folks here on this lovely, lovely Saturday night. Lovely Saturday night. Football's happening. NFL. Tate, get them. Please bet responsibly. Get them bets in for tomorrow for NFL. There's some good props. Good prop bets in there. Y'all need to go check them out. Some good parlays. Good specials. Y'all get them on, but be responsible about it. Don't ask me my advice. I'm terrible. I'm better at stock market than that, and I'm completely horrible at stock market. So don't ask me because I don't know. But yeah, good show. Had a good time hanging out with you folks this evening. Don't forget, a couple weeks we got one Heidi Parton coming up, and I cannot wait to share with her the news that lady did not know where Dolly Parton's from. She's going to laugh, and we're going to hunt her down together. You hear me? It's going to happen. That poor woman ain't going to know what got her. Oh, we're going to get got, woman. Yeah. All right. Appreciate it, guys. I holla.